Eyewitness News at 8.
Tonight, American soldiers and sailors begin Operation Infinite Justice. Pentagon is deploying soldiers, aircraft, and ships to support a military campaign. At the same time, Hoosier heroes are heading home after spending a week searching the rubble of the World Trade Center. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Stair.
And I'm Ann Ryder. America is truly on alert tonight. The Pentagon.
Even with federal assistance, airline executives still predict massive layoffs and cutbacks. But without federal assistance, they warned 3 of the top 10 airlines will go bankrupt and more will probably follow. And if that happens, they say it will severely cripple America's fragile economy.
There are no winners and losers here. We are all...
Deadly drive-by shooting on the city's near northwest side.
Let's go to Mary now live at 31st and Raider. Mary, what can you tell us?
Well, Mike, 1 man is dead and 2 are injured. The 2 injured have been taken to Methodist and Wishart hospitals. Apparently victims, as you said, of a drive-by shooting. There are still a lot of police cars on the scene here. The intersection is Clifton and Congress. We're on the near northwest side. The 2 victims who were shot and wounded apparently had a lot of gunshot wounds. As I said, one was taken to Wishart, the other to Methodist. It has been the second night of bloodshed here in Indianapolis this week. Of course, Monday night we had that 11-hour standoff on the near northeast side. Police say that has made it a rough week.
It's sad, you know, with the events that's happened out in Washington and New York. You would think that people would be a little bit more compassionate, but crime doesn't stop. You know, it just keeps right on going.
Now, all police know at this time is that they're looking for at least 2 suspects who they say were in a van. They appear to have been using automatic or semi-automatic weapons. They did find some shell casings on the scene in the crime lab, still on the scene here. Looking at those, they have not yet, Mike and Debbie, released the names of the victims because family members have not been notified. We understand that they're all black men around 30, and of course the police department will be here on the scene for quite some time to come.
Mary, thank you. Mary McDermott live on the city's near northwest side.
Well, digging continues in New York, but still no sign of survivors. Rescue crews are going through mountains of steel.
Net impact on the local economy. While some international guests coming in town for the Formula One have canceled out, convention business is hurting as well. While the conventions themselves have not canceled, some of their attendees have canceled. But because Indianapolis is basically a day's drive away from many other states, it's expected we won't be hit too hard. Although Indianapolis is hundreds of miles away from ground zero, the tragedy is having an impact here.
It definitely is going to affect the local economy. Anytime something that attacks not only the fabric of our country, but the fabric of travel and tourism, a freedom that we take so for granted in this country, it's going to affect our tourism industry.
One local hotel already feeling the pinch, the Marriott downtown.
We've seen a number of cancellations.
America Travel and Tourism is one of the nation's largest employers, but local hotels say they don't expect any layoffs as a result of last week's tragedies. We're live downtown. Chris Bavender, RTV6.
All right, and coming up a little later, we're going to look at the Indiana Attorney General's response to accusations. Many local gas stations took advantage of customers during the crisis by gouging their prices. We'll also tell you about the Attorney General's list of offenders.
Many Hoosiers among a task force of volunteers in Manhattan will come back home to Indiana tomorrow, and you can help welcome them home. Ben Davis students made this poster to present to the volunteers when they arrived. The welcome home party for the Marion County Urban Search and Rescue Team will be held on Monument Circle. That begins at 1 p.m. And be sure to watch RTV6 this Friday at 8 o'clock for an unprecedented commercial-free television event. Many American leaders and celebrities will be part of this 2-hour telethon called America, a Tribute to Heroes. All the money collected during the telethon will go toward the relief efforts. Again, you can watch it right here on RTV6 from 8 until 10.
Investigators are still trying to determine what happened during a traffic stop that eventually led to the shooting death of a sheriff's deputy. We'll update you on the case.
Ameritech says it wants to make things right with customers. We'll tell you about their plans to put credits on many bills.
And you'll want to see it. It's a list fueling controversy. Next, we're going to tell you about the Attorney General's list of accused gas gouging stations.
We'll also tell you about extensive security plans at the RCA Dome for Sunday's Colts game.
And it's slow going, but it's ongoing. Skies are gradually starting to clear across central Indiana. You can see that on the satellite here. That means something else may be with us for the morning commute. I'll let you know what that is when we come back.
What's happening right now at the office, in your car? Listen to RTV6 on your radio at 87.7 FM. Online, theanychannel.com from RTV6. Continuously updated. And the latest news from RTV6 on News Channel 64. Around the clock. Anytime, anywhere. Stay informed with RTV6. We're ready. The news on RTV6 is brought to you by Walmart.
Another rollback saves the day by saving you even more. Walmart, always low prices, always.
Yeah. The fourth suspect is dead. The Night Beat's David McAnally takes you on the trail of an accused killer whose start doesn't fit with his ending.
The terrible trail. The trail that led to Deputy Jason Baker.
Suzuki, Kia, Nissan, Honda, Pontiac, GMC Truck, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Lincoln Mercury, Buick, Daewoo, and Chevrolet. And a large selection of certified used vehicles. Lenders, fighting for your business. Good, slow, bad, or no credit is no problem. Rebates and discounts up to $10,000. And maximum trade-in allowance. The East Side Auto Dealers tent sale at the Eastgate Shopping Mall next to Cub Foods.
Anything can happen when Regis and Kelly get together.
Look at this. Been together 20 minutes and we got 2 kids.
It's live with Regis and Kelly. Tomorrow at 9 on RTV6.
At this hour, Indianapolis police are investigating a drive-by shooting. It left one person dead. 2 others are now in the hospital with several gunshot wounds. This happened just about 2 hours ago near Clifton in Congress on the north side.
Baker will gather tomorrow. Jason Baker's visitation is tomorrow at Crown Hill Funeral Home from 2 to 8. His funeral is...
We are going to have lots of sunshine. All clear on Skytrack Doppler 9000 radar right now. We've got some cooler air moving into central Indiana. Take a look at current temperatures right now. 60 in Kokomo and Muncie, 62 in Lafayette. We'll have the forecast up next.
The dispute over poor service last year.
The phone company will give credits to customers who suffered extensive outages or who had to wait more than 10 days for new service to be installed. Now, the credits will start at $12 and they'll be in again. The city will present several proposals and take your input.
And I'll eat them.
As my mother would say, dollars to donuts.
I was at the Conseco Fieldhouse earlier this season.
For the circus.
For the circus, and I talked to fog will be created, so it's happening in spots now, and that's just kind of a sign of how moist the ground is from that nearly 3 inches of rain in spots, certainly 1 to 2 inches most areas. So overnight tonight, patchy fog around. The rain is leaving, though. This is 5 o'clock this evening. You can see over in Ohio, most of the rain put everything in motion. Any spotty showers that were still left have faded away. So overnight tonight, we'll be concerned with 2 things, the clouds leaving and the fog arriving, and I think especially in the southern half of the state, south of Interstate 70, fog would be more of a problem because skies should clear there first. 60 degrees in Bloomington right now, 62 Muncie, low 60s everywhere, so fairly uniform temperatures across central Indiana. So first thing in the morning, patchy fog will greet us along with some cloud cover. Then by lunchtime and afternoon hours, more and more sunshine takes over. So it's a drying trend. Temperatures will be around 72 for the afternoon high. Not as windy during the day tomorrow. As you can see now, we're looking south from our tower cam view. Fog is not a problem. Temperatures as cool as it's been all day long. We're down to 61 now. West wind at 9, humidity over 90%. High temperature today in the low 70s. The clouds and rain early on in the day kept the temperature from warming up much. There's that rain. Keep in mind that's just since midnight. Overall, 1 to 2 inches across Marion County. We're between weather systems now. The rainmaker last night and early this morning is now off to the east, and so that's taking the rain to the east coast. Our next weather system will come from the northern plains, and so tonight and tomorrow we'll spend time in between those weather systems, which means it will be dry for central Indiana. Regionally, watch this area, southern Indiana. See the dark gray there now. You'll see that disappear, and so this is where skies are starting to clear. So drier air is eating away at the edges of the cloud cover. Forecast overnight tonight, partly cloudy. That leads to patchy fog developing. Temperature 56. During the day tomorrow, 72 will be the high. More sunshine as we work our way through the day. Chance of showers again Friday, dry Saturday. Then on Sunday, some more showers around, so almost every other day, a chance of showers. Early next week, big cool down.
Currently across the area, we still have the clouds. This is a view of Monument Circle from our tower cam, a live view. High today made it to 72, 61 the low temperature, but that 61 is actually our current temperature. Relative humidity sitting at 93%, and we have a west-southwest wind at 9 miles an hour. Mentioned that area of low pressure and cold front. It will continue to track to the east. What will replace it? An area of high pressure. And this area of high pressure, as it moves to the east and northeast, will dry out the atmosphere, which is the reason by tomorrow morning we're expecting dry conditions, and those should continue right on through tomorrow afternoon. However, there is another area of low pressure out here, and this one will move to the east as we head into late Thursday and Friday. The day tomorrow will be dry, but come Friday morning and Friday afternoon, we will see another chance for some rain. Your forecast for tonight actually includes decreasing clouds as we drop to 55 degrees, a little cooler, at least in comparison to the last couple of mornings. Tomorrow, expect partly sunny skies, 75 degrees for the afternoon high temperature. And Mike and Debbie, you said you were ready for the weekend. 5-day forecast includes that weekend. We'll see some rain in between now and then. That comes Friday. Saturday looks good. Sunshine, 71.
Saturday for the
Not bad.
college football games are back in swing. So
Yes,
that's,
they are.
All right, Angela, thank you. Well, we're talking pro football tonight,
Yes,
right?
the NFL referees, the regular guys are back, good or bad, right?
Oh, they are
I
back.
thought the other guys did pretty well. We'll talk a little bit about that. Plus, Reggie.
Lots of sunshine, 72 for tomorrow.
All right, thanks. Tonight on the Health Beat, a vaccine to ward off dental decay is showing promise. One test vaccine works by creating immune...
For the Parisian fall sale, going on now.
This
And new 9 Lives shows you do.
Introducing new 9 Lives gourmet meals. More gourmet meat for more gourmet taste.
Pussycat, I love They all love me.
New 9 Lives gourmet meals. More gourmet meat for more gourmet taste.
For cool cats like moi.
Next week on Atmospheres, freezing winds, steaming volcanoes.
You get more choices at Andy Moore Ford.
Things aren't going Max Keeble.
Meridian Street, from our partners at the Indianapolis Star, city planners are thinking about adding a left turn lane here, down the middle of Meridian from 61st to 96th Street. It would cost $7.5 million, and homeowners will get a chance to sound off about it tomorrow. You can read why some roadblocks may stand in the way in tomorrow's Indianapolis Star, or drive onto the net at indystar.com.
Well, Chris Stout is in for Dave tonight.
Talking about baseball.
Cubs, it's not easy being a Cubs fan, is it?
Never.
They're trying to make the playoffs. Last night they blew one late. We'll see if they can get back into the race tonight in Cincinnati. Schwartz is on the way.
Into left, this will be extended. Here's
Jay's all new with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I've never been as proud of being an American than in the last 8 days. I tell you that.
Plus, PJ Harvey and Jay's Star Search.
Luke, I am your father.
Then on Conan, Carson Daly and Truckin' with Conan tonight.
I'm driven Indiana, good times I won't forget. Indy to Bloomington, on up to Lafayette.
Now's the time to save on built Ford tough trucks at your Indiana Ford store. Get $2,500 cash back on Ford Ranger, America's best-selling compact pickup. $2,500 cash on Ford Ranger. But hurry, these savings are only for a limited time. Visit your Indiana Ford store.
Time after time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Time after time.
At many places, that chicken nugget you eat is manufactured from several different parts of the chicken, so it's not all white meat. Well, at Wendy's, we don't put up with that sort of nonsense. Our 99-cent crispy chicken nuggets are big, juicy pieces of all white meat, cooked golden brown. So what'll it be, white meat or whatever? Crispy chicken nuggets, part of Wendy's super value menu.
Now cruise into Wendy's and Biggie size any combo. You could win a Carnival cruise.
You're not bigger. They're smaller. Mini Oreo.
Okay.